Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers. Oh, damn. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends, they can watch it go down. I got mine too, so welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. If you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. You better believe it, cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. You see the devil in a glance, boy. I can knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends, they can watch it go down. I got mine too, so welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan.
Now, all right, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to UltimateDirtTV. Tonight on the program, it's the final race of the Iracing Champions League Kings of Lanier. Brett Wheeler alongside Matty Bailey. So let me change that because we are not running midgets tonight. We are running pro late models. And, well, we got qualifying done. Now we're moving into the first of our... let's have a look. First of 4 heats on the program for tonight. And quickly go through the grid, Matt. So hopefully you got that mic sorted. Oh, well, let's look at Casey Brunson alongside Mason Inman in row number 1. Then we go back to Garrett Marshall and Jarrett Jones, row 2. Tyler Gurrell, Cole Wallace, row 3. Brennan White alongside Tommy Rowe in row 4. And Britton Cook and Bart Reese make up the 10 cars for heat race number 1. Close to 40 cars signed into the pit area for tonight. And now looking forward to see how these drivers go around the Lanier National Speedway.
Sorry, mate. I was been trying to get something sorted so that way it would work. I've switched to the wireless mic. Hopefully, it's
Way better.
It's some sorts of better.
Oh, it's way better than what it was.
Okay, I have to try and figure this out. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Bailey here at the moment. So thank you for having me on tonight, Brett. It's a pleasure to be here as always, mate.
Well, 40 cars, almost 40 cars signed into the virtual pit area again. All drivers want to become the king of Lanier, of course. It's happened over the past couple of weeks of racing. They had their short track nationals at Fairbury earlier on in the week. Unfortunately, we didn't get to cover any of that. And, of course, normally running on a Wednesday night. Now it got moved back to a Thursday. So this is the Pro Late Models. Of course, we've had the big blocks around here. We've even seen sprint cars. And now it is time for the Pro Late Models. Looks like we might be getting set for a start this time by as the green flag will fly. And we are underway here in heat race number 1.
Down to corners number 1 and 2 for the first time. It's going to be Casey Brunson with an early race lead down the back straightaway. Into turns number 3 and 4. 6 laps is the distance for heat racing across the board tonight. Down the main straight they run. They'll finish lap number 1. Lap number 1 belongs to Casey Brunson.
Yeah, keep an eye on Mason Inman right there in second spot. Jared Jones third. Then you go back to Garrett Marshall in fourth. So from the heat races, we're only taking the top 2. Everybody else will get seated into last chance qualifiers. And looking at the 40 cars, I dare say that there is going to be at least 3 of those last chance qualifiers right now. Here comes Jared Jones working to the top of the racetrack in 3 and 4. 3 down, 3 to run.
Into corners number 1 and 2. This time by Jarrett Jones. Still working the top side of the speedway. Down the back straight they run into turns number 3 and 4. Mason Inman still running the middle part of the speedway. At the moment in that number 7 machine. Down to 1 and 2. Once again, they've got 2 laps left to go here in heat race number 1. It's all right now the Casey Brunson show.
Yeah, Brunson will get the white flag this time by. And he'll be just 4 corners away from picking up a heat race win. But, well, it's going to make it a little bit harder for him because he's actually going to have to start on the outside of row 4. There's an inversion of 8, I do believe. And Casey Brunson gets the win. Jarrett Jones second. Garrett Marshall in third, followed there by Mason Inman, fourth. Everybody coming across the start-finish line. A couple of cars, unfortunately, didn't get that far in that heat race, but Casey Brunson does get the win. Jarrett Jones, again, these results are unofficial until we get the results up on screen, and that we do right now. Brunson and Jones to the main event. Marshall, Inman, Gurrell, Cook, Rowe, Wallace, White and Reese all going to last chance qualifier racing. Heat number 2 will line up like this, and Matthew Selby in the 46 from position number 1. Chase Hill lines up out of position number 2.
Logan Romney in the 7 car will line up out of position number 3, and this guy from Fredericksburg, Virginia will line up the 13A machine. That is Aidan Beerline from 4.
Kenny Paul rolls off from the 5th position. Alex Robinson, position number 6.
Position 7 will be Cam Curtis in the 28 machine. Position number 8 will be Jace Johnsrud in the 21.
Nicholas Merkley lines up out of position number 9, and Paul Zorn will start in your 10th position. And in fact, we've only got 7 cars on the racetrack for heat race number 2. Again, the Iracing Champions League Kings of Lanier, the Pro Late Models. Brett Wheeler alongside Matt Bailey. And Matt, we're set for a start this time by.
We certainly are. Down the main straightaway, the green flag flies. Matthew Selby We know this guy loves to race late models and he's absolutely weaponry in that race car right now. We know he loves to race pros and supers here on the iRacing.com platform. Aiden Beeline having a bit of a shocker of a start there in that 13A machine. Runs the bottom side of the speedway in turns number 1 and 2. Down the back straight, they run into 3 and 4 this time by. The lap will belong to Matthew Selby.
Yeah, Selby leads the way there from Chase Hill, but the battle on between Logan Romney in the 7, Aiden Beerline in that 13A machine. Guys just throwing some haymakers on each other there over the past lap, and, well, they're slumming each other up because now it's Chase Hill who was driven away from the competition, but it was all Matthew Selby in that number 46 machine.
Definitely is right now into turns number 3 and 4. I tell you what though, Brett, we've got some names in this field tonight that we haven't seen race before, so it's going to be interesting with some of these names in the field tonight.
Yeah, it certainly is, seeing how the drivers contend with the pro late models around Lanier again. All trying to become the king of Lanier, but I guess the only person so far that we've seen be a potential winner of this Kings of Lanier race is the 13A machine of Aiden Beerline. That is Matthew Selby getting the win from Chase Hill. Logan Romney set out 3rd, Aiden Beerline 4th, and Cam Curtis going to round out your top 5 here in heat race number 2 as we get set to take a look here at your results in just a couple of seconds time. Again, we wait for the iRacing server to roll on over and wait for the cars in heat 3 to start making their way onto the racetracks. Selby, Hill, Romney, Beerline, and Curtis, your top 5 drivers. Heat number 3 lines up like this, and Ryan Flatten starts up alongside Charles Streeter on the front row.
Davin Markham will line up the 43 car out of position number 3 to his outside, the HLH number 9 machine of Dane Lloyd.
Clifford Bellamy in the Hughes Motorsports, so the OOZ Motorsports entry. He'll start position number 5, and Christopher Lynn lines up at a position number 6.
Austin Hunter will line up the 8 machine out of position number 7, and Cody Dorsey, I think it's pronounced, will line up the 18 machine out of position number 8, and Josh Childress in the 37 car will line up out of position number 9. Again, Brett, we've got some names in this field that we haven't seen race before, so this is going to be interesting. Ryan Flatten, we saw raced a couple of nights ago at the dirt track at Charlotte, and boy, was he on point.
Yeah, he certainly was. So we'll see if he can continue on with a good runner form in the number 15 machine. Right now, Flatten leads Streeter down into turn number 3 and 4 here for the first time. It's only 6 laps to distance. Now keep it on Davin Markham and working the bottom into turn number 1 and 2, trying to take over second.
Down the back straight they run this time by into corners number 3 and 4. Markham's gone to the top side in the 43 machine. Down the main straight they run this time by. There's kick over to lap number 3 on the time ticker. And your race leader at the moment is Ryan Flatten. Down to corners number 3 and 4 this time by. They'll complete lap number 3. Halfway down, halfway to go.
Well, what a good race this is for 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Streeter, Hunter and Markham. They're all trying to run down Ryan Flatten in the 15 machine, who just seems to have these late models figured out. And, well, it's, doesn't get to race all that often, but I'll tell you what, each time that 15 comes out, you know he's going to be somewhere near the front.
Definitely right, mate, as well. And, well, let's see what happens. The 15 machine on point right now. The white flag flies here for heat race number 3. And down to 1 and 2 they run. Ryan Flatten down the back straight into corners number 3 and 4 for the final time here in heat race number 3. And Flatten will collect the checkered flag across the start line. Charles Streeter home in position number 2. Austin Hunter home in the 3rd position. And looks like Davin Markham coming home in the 4th spot. All those results at the moment currently unofficial until we get your official results up onto your screen. And they come up now. Ryan Flatten over Charles Streeter, Austin Hunter, Davin Markham, Dane Lloyd, Clifford Bellamy, Josh Childress, Christopher Lynn, and Cody Dorsey. Unfortunately, not finishing the race in heat race number 3. We're going to take a look at your grid right now for heat race number 4. And on the front row, it's Drew Hopkins racing 157. The man himself, Drew Hopkins, behind the wheel, off position number 1 to his outside, the Rocket Esports number 14. That is Jamie Gilpin.
Richie Yost lines up at a position number 3, and Swede Melgard lines up at a position number 4.
Tanner Clausen will line up out of 5 in the 26 car to his outside, the 27 car. That is Bobby Jarrell.
Larry Barber Jr. lines up at a position number 7. Bobby Jarrell, position number 8, with Christian Miller at a position... Sorry, Clay Atwood out of 8. Christian Miller out of position number 9. But just the 7 cars on the racetrack. And I'm going to fix one thing up, Matt. So I'm going to let you take the start of this one.
Green flag flies here for heat race number 4. The early race leader down into 1 and 2. Drew Hopkins gets the jump. This time by down the back straight. They run for the first time into turns number 3 and 4. Through turns 3 and 4. This time by down the main straightaway into corners number 1 and 2. Once again, they complete lap number 1 on the time ticker. Drew Hopkins is your race leader down the back straight into turn number 3 and 4. This time by Jamie Gilpin back there in the 14 car, running in the second spot at the moment. Richie Yost running out your top 3.
Oh, there we go. We've got the names figured out. Only 7 cars on the racetrack as we see Drew Hopkins. Again, well, he's one of these drivers that have contested all the races so far here at the Kings of Lanier. And I've got to say, if I'm Drew Hopkins right now, Matt, I'd want to be finishing second. You want to know why?
Because it'll probably give him the pole position.
Absolutely it would. If you win this one, you're going to start position number 5. You need to play the inversion game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So I think these guys at the moment don't actually realise that. So if Drew Hopkins has got some sort of sense right now in that race car, he would be wanting to fall back and starting on the pole position in the A main for tonight. And, well, let's see what happens. The white flag is out, though, into corners number 3 and 4. Hopkins will take the win in the 4th heat race of the night. Down the main straight, and the checkered flag flies. Hopkins over Gilpin, Melgard, and Yost rounding out the top 4 at the moment. Those results are currently unofficial until we pull up your official results for heat race number 4, Brett.
Yeah, well, here they come right now. Heat race number 4 results. Drew Hopkins gets the win from Jamie Gilpin, Melgard, Yost, Barbie, your top 5, Clausen, Atwood, Jarrell, and Miller. Some of the drivers not being able to contest this one. Let's take a look. It's your UltimateDirtTV starting grid. It's going to be 6 laps. And top 4, Matthew, that are going to go through. Garrett Marshall lines up on the pole position. To the outside, it's Austin Hunter.
Mason Inman will start out of position number 3 in the 7 machine to his outside. The 43 of Davin Markham.
Tyler Gurrell lines up at a position number 5. And Dane Lloyd will start position number 6.
Position 7 will be Brighton Cook in the 25 car. We'll start from 7 and to his outside, the Ooze Motorsports 002. That is Clifford Bellamy.
Tommy Rowe for Victory Lane Racing, the 38, will start position number 9. And Josh Childress will start position number 10.
Position number 11 will belong to the 41 car of Cole Wallace. That is out of 11. To his outside from Pennsylvania, the 33 of Christopher Lynn.
Brennan White will start position number 13. Cody Dorsey out of position number 14, followed by Bart Reese, scheduled to line up in your 15th starting position. Looks like we have 4 cars not making the call. And we're not going to waste any time, Matt. We are going straight to green flag this time by.
Yeah, exactly right, mate. A lot of these cars still got to get into position, so I wouldn't be surprised if they delay this start by any sorts of means, because there is a lot of cars not in order and as called on point. So looks like they'll go one more time around the speedway and they will get themselves lined up in rows of 2. Again, 6 laps on the board, race fans, for B-Main number 1 action here at the Lanier National Speedway for the King of Lanier Short Track Nationals. We are green, 6 on the board. Let's go racing.
Yeah, we're going to go racing. All right, Matt. Austin Hunter immediately into the wall in turns number 1 and 2. Doesn't lose any positions, but loses a bit of speed there. Now he's gathered it back up. He'll go right to the cushion into turn number 3 and 4. Marshall working the bottom side. Austin Hunter will lead lap number 1 from Garrett Marshall. Davin Markham in 3rd. And right now the battle on for 4th and 5th is between Tyler Gurrell and Dane Lloyd.
Into corners number 3 and 4 this time by. Down the main straight they run. Green flag still conditions here at Lanier National Speedway right now. Down to 1 and 2, down the back straight away. Austin Hunter is your race leader at the moment over Davin Markham, running the top side of the speedway. Tried to bang the boards down here at Lanier. Right now, Garrett Marshall to the inside of Markham. Couldn't get the pass completed. They go wheel to wheel down the back straightaway, this time by into turns number 3 and 4. Markham and Marshall still going at it in 3 and 4. There is Gorell and Lloyd on the racetrack as well. They're wheel to wheel in 1 and 2.
Yeah, this is the battle for the 4th and final transfer position. We've only got a lap and a half to go. Hunter still leads from Markham and Marshall. White flag is out. This is the battle right now. This is what we are going to focus on because, well, it's either going to be Dane Lloyd or Tyler Gorell. Which one of these two drivers will make tonight's A-main? We'll find out. This time by checkers around for Austin Hunter. Davin Markham home in second. Gary Marshall third. And Dane Lloyd will take the 4th and final transfer position away from Tyler Gorell, who ends up coming home in position number 5.
Well. We are getting to the pointy end of tonight, race fans. B-main number 1 is complete. And there is your results. Austin Hunter, Davin Markham, Garrett Marshall, Dane Lloyd, Tyler Gorell, Brighton Cook is your top 6. And then we go back to Clifford Bellamy, Cole Wallace, Christopher Lynn, Mason Inman, Josh Childress, Tommy Rowe, Brennan White, Cody Dorsey, and Bart Reese. Your top 4, I think it was, going through to tonight's A-main. We're going to do it all again right now, race fans, for B-main number 2. And your front row will be Logan Romney in the 7 machine. Will start from 1 to his outside, Swede Melgard.
Row number 2 to the inside, the 13A entry of Aiden Beerline to his outside, the 29 of Richie Yost.
Position 5, Cam Curtis in the 28 car to his outside. Position number 6, the 54 of Larry Barber.
Alex Robinson lines up out of 7, Tanner Clausen in the 26 out of position number 8.
Kenny Poole will start the 19 from 9. Clay Atwood will start the 111 from position number 10.
Pace strikers in and everybody else, well, you'll find out on the racetrack who is going where. And we've got only 8 cars on the track for B-main number 2. And half of these guys, well, Matt, they're going to go through. The other half, well, they're going to pack it up and go home.
Exactly right. Into turns number 3 and 4 for the first time. Out of turn 4, down the main straightaway. The opening lap of B-main number 2 will belong to Logan Romney. Down to 1 and 2 this time by. They go wheel to wheel down the back straightaway. There is Melgard in there as well. Down to 3 and 4 this time by. Melgard will lead lap number 2 of this 6-lap journey here in B-main number 2 action. Slide job from Romney there. And a look, I think, was that Aiden? No, it wasn't. He's still on the racetrack. Alex Robinson out of the race. So too Clay Atwood. So Robinson out of the event for tonight. Here comes Melgard once again to the top side of the speedway. Romney looked for a slide job. Couldn't get the pass completed though. Into turns number 3 and 4. This time by Brett. 2 to run. 2 to run.
Well, you got to think that Aiden Milan, well, he might just be getting ready to pack it up. He might not even contest tonight's A-main event because with a lap and a half to go, the top 4, they look to have sorted themselves out, but they're still 2 by 2. Matt, they'll come to the white flag. 1 to go. B-main number 2.
To 1 and 2 for the final time. Down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Who's going to get the job done? Look out, here comes Larry Barber. Oh, it's so close to call. Almost a dead heat at the finish line. According to timing, it was Logan Romney, though. We will have a look at your official results in just a moment. There it is, Logan Romney by 0.012 at the finish line. That is probably the closest we've seen all season, Brett, so far for these guys. And, well, it is time now to go and have a look at your grid for A-main action. And starting from the 16th position will be the 29 car of Richie Yost to his inside from position 15, the 9 of Dane Lloyd.
Row 7 to the outside, it's Swede Melgard out of position number 14. Garrett Marshall lines up out of position number 13.
Position number 12 will be the 54 car of Larry Barber to his inside, the 43 from position 11 of Davin Markham.
Then we go to your top 10. Logan Romney starts out of position number 10 to the inside. It's the 8 of Austin Hunter, position number 9.
Position number 8 will be Casey Brunson in the 30 car to his inside from position 7, the 4-link Motorsports, number 46, Matthew Selby.
Then we go to Ryan Flatten, position number 6. To the inside, it's the Drew Hopkins Racing 157 entry of Drew Hopkins.
Outside row number 2, position number 4 with the 45 car of Jarrett Jones and Chase Hill, and the 22 will start from 3.
And your front row, Chris Streeter lines up out of position number 2, and Jamie Gilpin will start from your pole position. Matt, I think we're looking at a 40-lap feature. I think we're going to have about 42, 43 on the board, but no yellows. But, of course, we'll have a yellow at the halfway stage of this race. Matt, I'm going to let you lead us to the green flag.
Thank you, sir. The yellow lights are out, race fans. The final race here at Lanier National Speedway for Pro Late Models. We are set to go racing, 40 laps on the board. It's time to go racing here at Lanier. Green flag is out.
Well, it's going to be a good start for Jamie Gilpin in the 11. Here comes Charles Streeter to the outside. They go 2 by 2. There was almost some 3 wide action. 3 wide down into turn 3 and 4. Selby going to make it 4 wide. 1 car into the fence. We're going to stay green. Look out, there's the big one into turns number 1 and 2. Drew Hopkins. He goes around, but again, we're going to stay green for the moment. Selby has some contact with Logan Romney.
Into turns 3 and 4 down the main straightaway this time by into 1 and 2. Jamie Gilpin is your race leader. Matthew Selby looking to make everything work in that late model right now. Is the car too tight early in this A main for tonight? Remember, we go yellow lights halfway point of tonight's A main, so about lap number 20 or 21. We will go yellow lights on the speedway. So, into turns number 1 and 2. This time by, though, Matthew Selby looking to capitalise on Logan Romney right now. Though, bang panels down the back straight away into turn number 3 and 4. Nearly 3 wide out of turn number 4. Wowee. The opening laps of tonight's A-Main, Brett, are absolutely sensational right now.
Yeah, they're absolutely tearing it up here at Lanier National Speedway. Selby gets clear of Logan Romney. Romney keeping an eye back in the 7 on the outside. What a tight battle this is right now for the final position on the podium. Meanwhile, look at Jamie Gilpin. He's just absolutely annihilating the competition here in the Pro Late Models.
I tell you what, though, it is all on right now. Look at that mid-pack. That is a bit of a hornet's nest right there on the speedway. These guys 2 wide down the back chute. Matthew Selby looking for further positions in tonight's A-Main. Down the main straight they run this time by into 1 and 2. Selby looking for a slide job on Romney there. Down the back straight away into 3 and 4. They're still banging panels. Out of turn number 4 this time by. Give position number 3 right now to Matthew Selby.
Well, Selby going to make it 3 wide again for the runner position. Double slide job there. Oh, wow, Romney right up there on the inside and the left side of the door panel there. Right up into Matthew Selby. Larry Barber Jr. goes, yeah, boys, you know what? Thanks very much. You guys keep doing that. They're 3 wide behind him right now. Austin Hunter right through the middle. What about these opening couple of laps, Matt? They are just absolutely phenomenal right now. And here comes Selby. Will he return? Will he show the receipts back into the 7? No, he'll do it nice and clean. Good job, Matthew Selby.
Down into 1 and 2 this time by Romney, still building the cushion. Out of 1 and 2, down the back straight into turns number 3 and 4. Romney will slide up the racetrack. Out of turn number 4 this time by Matthew Selby has got that car glued down right now. Into turns 1 and 2, down the back straight away. Still banging panels down the back chute. Into turns number 3 and 4, 3 wide. Out of turn number 4 this time by, no. Oh, that could have been a lot worse than it looked. Out of turn number 4, should we say back down to 1 and 2. This time by Matthew Selby has position number 2. Into turns number 3 and 4 this time by. It is right now slide job city here at Lanier.
Yeah, 3 wide again. Oh no, Logan Romney and Larry Barber Jr. Bit of contact down into turn of 1 7 again though. 3 wide. Hunter, Romney, they're side by side. We're going to say Larry Barber Jr. He's been in second for probably about 4 or 5 laps now. He started position number 12, so he's nearly by the time he got to second, he was passing a car a lap, and that is phenomenal, especially in a Pro Late Model. He goes right through the middle. Is Larry Barber Jr. the black and pink number 54 machine. Selby just in front, and now you're watching Logan Romney, Jared Jones in the 45, Austin Hunter in the 8 machine. What a race you've got for the drivers to stay inside the top 5.
I tell you what, Brett, this is phenomenal. How good is this? And like we said, we've seen names We've got names in this field tonight that we have not seen race before, and these guys doing an absolute phenomenal job right now. We are currently working lap number 19 as Jamie Gilpin is your race leader. I don't know what the gap is, but it's about 2 and a bit seconds, Brett.
Between Jamie Gilbert and Matthew Selby?
Yes.
Try 4.5 seconds.
That is absolutely unreal right now. How about it, race fans? Jamie Gilpin is absolutely on a charge right now. I think he's almost into turn number 3. And there is your halfway caution. The yellow lights are on the speedway.
So the near 5 second gap, the near 5 second gap, it's pretty much irrelevant. I'll tell you who knows all about the irrelevance is Ash Hammond. Like he knows about teams and players. They'll be back to relevance next year, and that's what that lead is.
That's right, exactly. Because right now it comes down to the final 20 laps. Or should we say 22 laps when we come back to the green flag. This is phenomenal racing here tonight. How good is this? And yes, thank you, Brett. I was just about to say that. Let's see them picks in the comments, race fans. Who will take out tonight's A-main? Can Matthew Selby get the job done? Will it be Jamie Gilpin? Will it be Logan Romney with a final slider in tonight's A-main? What about Austin Hunter? Can Larry Barber get the job done? The pink and black number 54 machine. We are set to let them loose once again here at Lanier National Speedway. We are set for a restart. Jamie Gilpin is your race leader. We are back to green here at Lanier.
Gilpin, Selby, even launch between the two as we go down into turn number 1 and 2. Selby looking to get a run on the outside, takes the race lead, probably by a front bumper. Down into turns 3 and 4. Slide job coming out by Jamie Gilpin. Selby back to the inside. Here comes Austin Hunter. Slide job again by Matthew Selby. Austin Hunter, here he comes, working the cushion. Jamie Gilpin back to second. Now Hunter works the inside down into turn number 3 and 4. 25 down, 17 to go.
I tell you what, Brett, the 11 machine of Jamie Gilpin will be elbows up right now in that race car. He did not want to see that yellow. Had it just over a 5 and a bit second race lead. And I tell you what, the 11 machine will be absolutely on point right now. He'll be wanting to get back to the race lead as soon as he can. Matthew Selby, though, they go 3 wide in turn number 3 and 4. Down the main straightaway, Matthew Selby has the... Austin Hunter was declared the race leader at the start-finish line then. Down into turns number 3 and 4 this time. Down the main straightaway. Into corners number 1 and 2. Oh, this time by into 1 and 2. Hunter's still your race leader. Down the back straight they run. We are working lap number 29 of 42 to be exact. Out of turn 3 and 4, Brett. Wowee, this is awesome racing.
Austin Hunter, Matthew Selby really turning it on here. Selby, well, shows him out, shows him the right side of that 46 entry. Now here comes Larry Barber back into the mix again. Barber, remind you, he's now in position number 12 and right now sits in second position. What can he do here as we come to about 11 laps to go? Oh, now look out, the 11 machine of Jamie Gilpin up the inside there, Chase Hill, and really shading the front bumper. But meanwhile, challenge for the race lead because here comes Larry Barber Jr. all over the back and up on the inside now, Matthew Selby.
Down the back straight away this time by into 3 and 4. Barber with a slide job of Matthew Selby. Down the main straight away they go into 1 and 2. Side by side, wheel to wheel. Down the back straight away they run. This time by into 3 and 4. Barber into 3 and 4 this time by looking for a move on Matthew Selby. They make contact. Down the main straight away into 1 and 2 once again. Just where we were 30 seconds ago, ladies and gentlemen. Your race leader is Larry Barber.
Barber on the bottom, Selby on the top, Hunter on the bottom as well. There's a pack of Hornets' Nest from about 5th all the way through to about 10th, maybe even 11th. But we're not going to worry about that just yet because when you've got a side-by-side battle for the race lead and you've got Austin Hunter who is right there trying to make it a 3-car battle, how do you not look away from this one? We're working 7, make it 6.5 to go.
Down the back straight away they go into 3 and 4. Wowee, what fantastic pro late model racing we have here tonight at Lanier National Speedway. Down to 1 and 2 once again. Barber runs the bottom side in 1 and 2, into 3 and 4. He's going to slide up the racetrack in turn number 3. Out of turn number 4 this time by down the main straightaway. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now into our closing laps of tonight's A-Main. What's it now? 4 to go.
4 to go this time. Bides on that Larry Barber Jr. He made a couple of little mistakes, and Austin Hunter has been able to get by the 54. Working on 4 to go. Your race leader still Matthew Selby from Austin Hunter. I tell you what, don't count Austin Hunter out just yet. He's still got some speed in that number 8 machine.
He definitely does right now, race fans. They have 3 to run. Down to 1 and 2. Matthew Selby. A world-class drive here tonight at Lanier National Speedway. Down to 3 and 4. The 46 car is on point. He gets shown the 2 to go signal this time by. Down to 1 and 2. Down the back straight away there, Matthew Selby. Into corners number 3 and 4. Brett Wheeler, the lights are flashing right now here at the National Speedway.
Wow, pick a winner from this one. Matthew Selby, Austin Hunter. Hunter tags the wall. Here he comes, getting a run down out of turn number 2 into 3 and 4 for the final time. Selby gonna stay low. Austin Hunter sneaking up the inside. Matthew Selby wins in a great race here at Lanier. Austin Hunter home in second. Larry Barber third. Fourth is gonna go to Chase Hill. Then we'll go back and look at Jamie Gilpin in position number 5. Richie Yost unofficially 6. Let's wait for the official results. But Matt, holy cow, what a race. Matthew Selby, Austin Hunter, and Larry Barber really turning it on here at Lanier.
I tell you what, Matthew Selby, take a bow. That was absolutely wicked. Also, I tell you what though, we'll say the same thing to the top 3 because it was an awesome race between Selby, Hunter, and Barber. And also Jamie Gilpin put up an awesome fight there as well. There is your field there tonight, race fans. 9 cars finishing tonight's A-Main. Matthew Selby was the winner in the 46 car. Austin Hunter, Larry Barber, Chase Hill, Jamie Gilpin, Richie Yost in position number 6. Jared Jones, Swede Melgard in position number 8. And Dane Lloyd was home in position number 9 and the last car on the lead lap. Unfortunately, 10th on back, Garrett Marshall, Logan Romney, Davin Markham, Drew Hopkins, Casey Brunson, Charles Streeter, and Ryan Flatton not finishing the A-Main here tonight. We're going to cross down now if we do have them in the Discord. I'm not sure if we do with your top 3.
No, we don't, Matt. So it looks like we are going to wrap things up here, but again, the king of Lanier, the pro late models. Of course, we've seen the big blocks a little over a week or maybe even 2 weeks ago. We also had the sprint cars here as well, and now, of course, the pro late models. Do we have the UMPs here as well?
We have had UMPs, yes.
So majority of the divisions have really come out to there. And well, I got to say, Matt, each and every time we come here to the Iracing Champions League, these drivers always put on a show.
They most certainly do. And absolutely phenomenal racing here tonight by the Pro Late Models. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately not having the top 3, so no interviews tonight. And this will bring us to a close here on UltimateDirtTV. Hopefully we'll see you back here soon. We've got World of Thunder coming up on Sunday, American time, Monday, here in Australia. And we'll see you guys then here on UltimateDirtTV. On behalf of myself, Matt Bailey, and Brett Wheeler, we say good night.